Hi everyone, I have a strength and plyo pyramid class for you today. We're going to do the express version, so just one pyramid instead of two. And we have a big upper body emphasis today, although it is total body. For equipment, you're going to need two sets of weights. You want one that are on the heavier side, but not your max heavy, so I'm using 15s. And then you want some in your medium range, maybe on the lighter side of medium, so I have a set of 8s. If you're new to pyramid classes, this is how it works. I'm going to give you 6 exercises. First time you go through them, we're going to do each exercise for 60 seconds. Then just 45 seconds, and finally just 30 seconds. You get 15 seconds of rest in between exercises and longer to recover in between sets. We're going to start class with a guided warm-up focused on some mobility and some dynamic movement to build some heat in the body, and we'll finish up class with a guided cool down. Anytime we mix in jumping, which we will for 3 of the exercises, I'll have a low impact modification playing, so you can absolutely keep this one all low impact if you'd like. Our warm-up is going to focus a lot on upper body, but total body, because again, this is not completely isolated to upper body today. Let's start down on the mat in a tabletop position, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And we're going to just start with a cat-cow. So as you inhale, we find spinal extension. The tailbone flares up to the ceiling. Our gaze shifts up. As you exhale, you push the mat away. You round your spine up towards the ceiling, filling the space between your shoulder blades. Inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. One more. And then from here, we're going to elongate the spine to neutral. Now, first thing I want you to do is shift your hips back about 6 inches so that we take some weight out of the wrist. You're going to take the back of one hand to your forehead, and we're going to twist. Inhale, open, twist. Exhale, close it, bringing that elbow towards the opposite forearm. Inhale to open, keep reaching your tailbone back. Exhale to close it. So we're opening up through that mid-back area, rotating through the mid-spine. One more this side. And then you're going to come through center and just switch sides, other hand to forehead. Inhale, open, twist. Exhale, close it. Last time. From here, come through center and sweep your arms back. We're going to do a hip hinge, coming to a full kneel, arms overhead. At the top, I want you to bend the elbows, pat yourself on the back, straighten the arms out. We're going to hinge, sweep the arms back, give you a tricep kickback. So we're doing a hip hinge. We're opening up through the backs of the arms. We're staying open through the chest. Just think bend at the top, bend at the bottom. Let's do one more, and then we're going to hold the hinge. Hold the hinge, reach your arms forward, and we're going to trace arm circles. So they go up, out, and around, up, out, and around. Switch direction of your circles. Last one. And then I want you to bring your hands to the mat. I want you to tuck your toes under. On an exhale, you're going to brace through the core, and once you feel that abdominal engagement, you're going to lift your knees up to a 2-inch hover. And I want you to start to retract and protract the scapula, the shoulder blades. So they're sliding in and out. This is called a serratus push-up. Your arms are staying straight. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, I want you to lift your hips up towards the down dog, heels towards the floor, and then bend the knees, returning to that bear plank. We lift the hips, we press the heels, and lower to a hover. Twice more. And then this time I want you to lift your hips up, and I want you to hold them up. I want you to keep your legs as straight as possible as you walk your hands in towards your feet, coming into a forward fold. And then I want you to walk them out to a full plank position. We're going to do world's greatest stretch. So one foot steps outside the hand, arm twists open to the ceiling. We return to a plank, other side. When you're back in your plank, legs stay straight. We pike the hips up. We inchworm our hands in. And we inchworm them out, and we do it again. Hips up, we inchworm it in. We inchworm it out last time. World's greatest, once to either side. We're going to come up standing for a little light cardio and dynamic movement up next. Hips pike up, walk those hands in. Vertebrae by vertebrae, you're going to roll it up to stand. And we're going to come into some cross jacks. So it's jumping jacks, but it's going to be a chest fly, and your feet go wide and crisscross. Now, if you want to keep this low impact, you would just give me a step jack, side to side with the fly of the arms. We're going to find a wide stance. It's going to be a side lunge, opposite hand to opposite foot in 3, 2, 1. Wide stance, opposite hand towards opposite foot, and then we slide it across. Stay open through the chest, so don't round forward through the shoulders. We're going to be externally rotated in a sumo squat position, twist and punch with a little pivot. 3, 2, 1. So come upright, externally rotate through the feet, find that sumo squat position, pivot and punch across. We're going to start from the top. We're just going to go through those 3 moves one more time. In 4, 3, cross jacks, and 2, 1, cross jacks. Or step jacks. Side lunge, reach and twist. In 4, 3, 2, 1, wide stance. We'll finish with that sumo twist and punch. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Externally rotated, find that sumo squat position, twist. So I'm going to give you a preview of our 6 exercises up next, and then we'll get right to our pyramid. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Here's your preview. We start with those medium weights. It's going to be a front extension with the elbows at 90. You're going to laterally rotate, and then it's going to be a lateral extension, alternating between the 2. We then drop to 1 weight. It's going to be 4 press jacks going up, out, and then you drop to a squat, chest press at the bottom, hop back up, start from the top. To keep that low impact, it would be step jacks instead, and then you would just squat down, press, come back up. We then go back to both weights in a hinged lunge position. It's going to be 2 reverse flies. You're going to come to a split lunge position, upright through the torso, weights down by your side, jump lunge switch, hinge it forward, start on the other side. We're then going to move up to our heavy weight. We're going to start with just 1. In a sumo squat position, it is going to be a single arm bicep curl, and then you come up out of the squat, switch hands, other side. So we're just kind of going up and over, up and over. We then have both heavy weights. We're going to focus on back. It's going to be a narrow row, rotate, wide row, upright row, back to start, rotate, narrow, wide, upright. Final exercise is body weight only. In a bear plank position, you're going to give me 4 tricep dips. To modify, do it with your knees down instead of at a hover. And then you're going to jump your feet to a plank or step them to a plank, and you're going to give me 4 plank jacks. You can always just step to the side instead of jumping. So those are your 6 exercises. We start with the 60-second round. Let's do it. All right, longest, hardest round first. Let's get it over with. You're going to grab your medium weights, the lighter of the 2, okay? Neutral stance, brace through the core. Gentle squeeze your glutes to help hold the pelvis at neutral, open through the chest. We're going to find that 90-degree bend, palms face in. Front extension, exhale. Bring it back in. Now in the 90 degrees, laterally rotate without flaring the ribs. Lateral extension, bring it back in. Rotate forward. Now if doing both arms together is too much, just do 1 at a time, okay? So you do right and then left. Especially for the front extension, that can be helpful. Now, something else that can be helpful is taking a staggered stance. So if that helps you prevent pressure in the lower back, then just take a ball of 1 foot and stagger it behind the other a little bit. So shoulders and biceps here. When you do the front extension, try not to lean back to counter it. Woo, rest. Okay, down to just 1 weight. Stay with the mediums. We're going to do those press jacks, 4 of them. Up, out, drop to a squat, chest press. You can step jack instead. Let's go. Up, forward, up, forward. Drop to a squat, press it. Bring it in, hop back to start. So the weight, notice the weight only presses away from my center of gravity when my legs are wide. When my legs are narrow, the weight is right here. Rest. Okay, back to both weights. Stay with your mediums. In a hinged lunge position, 2 reverse flies. Come upright, jump, lunge, switch. Or step, step, switch. Doesn't matter what foot starts forward because we'll be switching. All right, hinge forward, 2 reverse flies. Come upright, bending into your back knee. Jump, lunge, switch. Woo, hinge it forward. So in the hinge, I have a straight back leg, weights forward. And then I come into both knees bent, weights down by my side to do the jump lunge. Rest. Okay. Switching to our heavier weights, but to modify, stay with the lighter one. You're just going to need 1. Bicep curl, wide stance, externally rotated. So sumo squat position, arm on the inside of the legs. At the bottom, bicep curl, up and switch. Stay open through the chest, so really reach your hips back. You can absolutely hinge forward with the torso at the bottom, but I don't want you to round forward. Keep pressing the knees out wide. Oh. Rest. Okay. Both heavy weights. Narrow row, wide row, upright. The first 2 are in a hinge. So to start, send the hips back, unlock through the knees, palms face in, elbows stay in tight as they go back. Rotate palms face towards you, elbows wide. Upright, come upright like you're zippering up a jacket. Lower the weights, then hinge. Narrow. Wide. Explosive upright, slow on the way down. So it's 1 motion on the top, 2 to return. Woo. We got this. Rest. All right, body weight, final minute interval, down on the mat. For tricep dips, you got to wrap your triceps back so the creases of your elbows point forward. Modification, do it knees down, otherwise knees at a hover. 4 of those and then 4 plank jacks. Let's go. 4 little tricep presses. Elbows straight back to the knees. Jump to a plank, 4 jacks. Jump to there. Done. Rest. Woo, take 45. Okay, so longest round is done. Next up, we're going to do all those just 45 seconds. If you want to take out the jumping, I have the mods playing. If you need to dial down the weights, go lighter with the weights. If you're not feeling challenged, go up. So it's going to be medium weights, front extension, lateral rotation, lateral extension. Find your upright stance, open through the chest, and let's go. Just 45 seconds. So those final hardest 15 seconds are gone. This is an endurance challenge because we hold at 90. We're not letting the arms completely elongate. I feel like my facial expressions are getting weird. Oh well, that's, you know, I'm trying hard, okay? Rest, 1 weight. So we have the jacks, up, out, drop to a squat. So hold the weight by its ends. If you're uncomfortable jumping with a weight, do step jacks or go body weight for this. Although I would encourage you to use a weight since we do want to really hit the upper body. Remember, weight in towards your chest every time the feet are narrow, then move it away. Rest. Okay, both weights again. 2 reverse flies. Jump, lunge, switch. So whatever leg is back, when you're in the hinge, think diagonal line, head to back foot. 2. Bend into the back knee, come upright. Jump, lunge, switch. So when you do the reverse fly, focus on retracting the shoulder blades in towards each other. The arm movement originates on your mid-back. Rest. We go heavy. Just 1 to start. Sumo squat, bicep curls. Wide stance. Externally rotated from the hip joint. So you're not just turning the feet out. The rotation has to start up here. At the bottom. Bicep curl. Switch. Up and switch. Told you, upper body focus, but our legs have to work too. Rest. Whew. All right, we need both heavy weights now. Row work. Narrow, wide, upright. Slow through this one. Focus on form. Find the hinge. Narrow, elbows in tight. Rotate palms in towards you. Wide. Upright. Again, the facial expressions are getting weird. Oh, my boob got in the way. Rest. Oh, okay, body weight. Bear plank, 4 tricep dips, jump to a plank, 4 plank jacks. Spread out through your hands so that all the weight isn't in your wrist. Your fingertips are really planted. Let's go. When you do the tricep dips, your elbows aren't going out to the side. They go straight back towards your knees. For the dips, jump to a plank, 4 jacks. Back to your bear. Maintain length of the back of your neck, so you don't want to let your head hang heavy. Rest. Okay. You have 30 seconds to recover, okay? So a little shorter, but that's because we're going into a very quick round. 30 seconds in exercise, it always goes by so quick. You've made it through the hardest part. So we're gonna grab our mediums. Front extension, rotate, lateral extension. Let's do it. Just a few minutes and then we cool it down. These express pyramids are quick, okay? We kind of get right to the point. They're not easy, but they're quick. Go. So when you do the rotation, the elbows stay in tight. Any history of rotator cuff issues? I want you to go really light with the weights on these. Sorry, I should have said that the first round. Rest. 1 weight. Jacks. Up, out, drop to a squat. Let's go. Ooh, what am I doing? Rest, both weights. 2 reverse fly, jump lunge switch. Done with our mediums after this. Find that hinged lunge position. Let's go. Come upright, weights at your side before you switch. Rest. Okay, done with the mediums. 3 exercises to get through. We got this. The bicep curls and the sumo squat are up first. You need 1 heavy. This one's been getting me. 30 seconds so I can do. Let's go. Rest. This next one also has been getting me. But again, 30 seconds, we can do it. Both heavies. Last weighted exercise. Narrow, wide, upright. Start in that hinge. Slide the hips back. Go. Narrow. Rotate palms in towards you. Wide, upright. 1 motion to the top. 2. First lower the arms, then hinge. Done. All right, weights go down. 1 body weight exercise to go. You can do it. 30 seconds, then we cool down. Bear plank, 4 tricep dips. Jump to a plank, 4 plank jacks. Wrap the triceps back, creases of your elbows point forward. Let's go. 4. We got core. We got triceps. We got shoulders. We got quads. Done. Woo, awesome job. Oh, since we're already down on the mat, let's cool it down here. To start, come into a tabletop position. We're going to do a thread the needle stretch. I want you to take your left arm, weave it under the right, cheek to the mat, and then walk your right arm forward. And let's just breathe. Walking your right hand in. Same thing other side. Right weaves under left, cheek to the mat. Left walks forward. Breathe into your mid-back. Walking that left hand in. Come through tabletop. Walk your hands forward a couple inches, then tuck your toes under and lift the hips up towards a down dog, pressing your chest towards your thighs and pressing the heels towards the floor. And then shifting forward, knees come to the mat. Let's find a comfortable cross-legged position. We're going to do a side bend. Just fluid, up and over, up and over. A little freedom of movement here to finish up. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up through center. Let's finish with 1 breath together. We inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. And that is your class. Awesome work today. I'll see you next time.